Hey guys, this is Blake with the Three Hand Hunter channel, and you know, this is my favorite watch. And I'm not just saying that because it's the flavor of the week. I've actually owned this watch for a couple of years, and it's my favorite watch. So I'm glad to show it to you guys today. I'm glad to talk to you guys about it. And I want to mention something really quick before I get started on this watch. You know, I've actually had some comments about some of the other watches I've showcased on this channel, and people are like, "Oh man, you're showing us all these watches that you can't find." Well, these are watches that I've searched for, a lot of them. There are some of them that pop up and I'm like, "Ooh, gosh, I want to try that one." But for the most part, these watches are ones that I've searched for over the years, and so yeah, I apologize that they're not going to be readily available. This isn't a channel about the newest, latest, greatest thing, and I'm sure I'll do reviews at some point, but right now that's not what this channel is about. This channel is about, you know, being a three-hand hunter, finding that watch that's a little rare, maybe one that you're not going to see so often, and this is one of them. So I'm glad to have you guys here, and you know, stick around. We're going to talk about the Presista PRS-82. This is, like I said, my favorite watch at the moment, and probably will be for a while. Let's talk about it. So first of all, Presista. Presista is a brand that was actually revived by a gentleman by the name of Eddie Platts, and the watch is based out of the UK, where the original brand is from. And by the way, if you like this type of content, make sure you like the video, subscribe down below, comment down below if I make any errors. You know, especially I'm not a watch historian. I never claim to be, and I just read things like you guys do, and I just try to, you know, tell you what I've seen or what I've read, and it may not always be correct. So I don't mind being corrected. Just let me know down below if there's something that I say that is maybe not correct. Please, thank you very much. Okay, so Presista. This brand and this watch this is a model I've been looking for a long time. I actually own another Presista. I don't have it on the desk with me, so I'm not going to show you at the moment, but I will show you a little bit later. I'll show you in another video for sure. But this is a reproduction or homage, actually, to what Mr. Platts would say would be arguably the rarest of all British issued dive watches. And it was only issued in 1981, 1982. So that would make the watch at this point in time nearly 40 years old. I've actually seen some of the originals up for sale. They sell for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 US, depending on the you know, how good the shape of the watch is. Blah, excuse me. But this is obviously a reissue, and it's awesome. It is really awesome. I looked for this specific watch because I'm a big fan of A, dive watches, B, military dive watches, and especially ones that have history like this specific watch and how rare it is. And I'm a big tool watch type of guy, and it could be because I am prior military, being a combat veteran, and maybe I'm more inspired or more, you know, more akin to liking these types of watches. But really, I think it's more my lifestyle too, my job and what I do. I'm not required to wear a suit and tie anymore. I did for many years, and because of that, I love to have a tool watch. I love to wear divers. I like to swim. I like to wear watches that I can actually wear swimming, and this would be one of them. And even if I go in the ocean, I'll wear something like this because I love having a NATO band on a watch that goes in the water with me that could be lost because of the extra security of having a NATO strap on. Now, this particular watch, let's talk about it. So the watch is 40 millimeters, and you'll notice how the bezel protrudes out from the case. So it feels a little smaller. It wears about like a 40, feels a little smaller than that, but also one of the reasons why it feels a little smaller, notice the bezel and the thickness of the bezel. Maybe I can compare a little bit to the 62 Moss homage. Look at the thickness of the bezel. right? And that means the dial is a little smaller. So because the dial is smaller, it gives a perception of being a little bit smaller wearing watch, which is great. The watch has 47 millimeter lugs. Now, the website says that it's a 14 millimeter thickness, but that's a 3 millimeter thick crystal. And let me see if I can get a little closer. The crystal's super cool. The beveling on the crystal gives, you know, it'll give that little sheen from the AR coating. It's awesome. But if you got rid of that crystal, you know, you're probably talking maybe 12 and a half, something like that. So this watch fits like a dream. 20 millimeter straps. You could imagine just by looking at the case, it is a strap monster. I know everybody says that, but it is. I mean, you know, there are certain watches that are, but I am a strap collector, and so I like to put a lot of straps on this watch. I'm actually going to do a little showcase for you in a few minutes, so just stand by. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. You can see how it looks on different straps. Now, the strap that I have it on is a Miltat, or I'm sorry, a County Com Zulu, the original Zulu diver strap. These straps are great. I want to say Crown and Caliber, somebody, Wind Up Watch Shop, somebody sells these for like $40, same material, but you can find them on CountyCom for like $17 US. I don't know how much shipping outside the US is if you're outside the US, but these are really cool straps because they're thin and they're super durable. One of my favorite NATO straps, by the way. Water resistance, 200 meters. Listen to this bezel action. Just take a listen. Perfect bezel action, okay? I love this bezel. It's probably one of my favorite to time things with. Now, what you're also gonna notice on this watch, and this is like some of the real big positives of this watch, in my opinion. Look at the handset. That's a snakehead handset. And notice how the dial is like a matte black. And look at the white handset. Look at the contrast. Look at the legibility of this watch. It's so legible. When you have a black dial watch that has like silver hands, it's not as legible. Pretty, legible. Pretty, tool. Pretty, tool, right? Look at the case. Notice how there's no beveling, very straight brush case, turned down lugs, drilled lug holes, really easy to strap change. And I want to show you the case back. Very plain. If you've never seen a Presista case back, very plain. Right? That's it. Doesn't say much. And that's one of the really cool things about the Presista. It's like a no frills watch. Actually, what I'm going to do is just do the watch head. So, because I'm going to do some strap changes for you here in just a minute. This has an ETA 2824. Okay, the previous version of this watch came with like this this other ETA version. I don't have it right in front of me, but this is the ETA version. It's the one that he currently sells or has sold on as of 2021. He was selling on his site. They are all sold out right now. You have to pretty much find this on a secondary market. Now, I'm going to tell you a few pros and cons about this watch because I think it's important. First of all, it's super legible. Bezel action's awesome. The watch, the durability, it feels like a tank. It's pretty light. It wears perfect for my 7¼ inch wrist. And I'll put it on my wrist in a little bit. It's a Toolwatch. It's a Toolwatch Tough. Okay, and it feels like it can last through anything, and it's extremely diverse with the straps that you can put on it. And I tend to wear it on a NATO strap, but you can wear, I'll put it on a couple of different straps for you guys. Now, the cons. Look, it took me a long time to track down this specific model. And if you ever try to buy from Time Factors, who's owned by Eddie Platts, who owns the name Precista or the brand Presista, and Smith's as well, he only opens a store like for a very short period of time. And where I'm at, it's Sunday morning, really early. And by the time I can get up and around, he's already closed the store. I've become very frustrated trying to do that. But I've emailed him and I've talked to him, and through emails, he's a nice enough person that I've dealt with. But I've also seen some recent videos on customer service, and they're not so happy. But that's not my personal experience. And since I buy and have bought my Precistas that I've owned over the years, and I've owned 3 or 4, I've owned them over the years. I've always bought them on the secondary market because I've never been able to buy them at the store, or at, through his web store when it's open is what I meant to say. But I'll tell you, I really, really enjoy the watch. I really do. So let me put it on a couple straps. So stand by. All right, here we go. Now look at it on a different color NATO. More so it matches with the color of the vintage style loom. By the way, this loom is great. I'll see if I can give you a kind of a loom shot, but this is with a PVD buckle NATO. Looks great. Look at the color combo. Fantastic, right? All right, let me get you another. Here we go. Here's another one. Okay, so now this is a Barton strap. It's a blue Barton strap. A lot of this specific model, you're going to see it on blue straps. Did they originally come issued that way? I'm not really too sure, but looks cool on a blue Barton, silicone strap. Let's try another. All right, here we go. Now, this is a Vario. It's a Vario strap. I really like these straps. Kind of cool. Canvas and leather. I won't wear it like this in the summertime, but still very good looking watch. Now, I'm gonna take I have a turtle that I'm wearing today, Batman turtle. Let's put this bad boy on my wrist. Excuse me really quick. As I do that, bear with me. And you can see it on my wrist coming right up. Here we go. Now, on a 7 1/4 inch wrist, you can see why it's one of my favorite timepieces. Believe it or not, this crown, as big as it is, it's very unintrusive. Maybe it's because I wear it on a NATO, but it never bothers me. I love the crown because it's a little bit bigger. It's kind of like a 62 MAS crown. It is unsigned, by the way, if you can't see. It's unsigned. Just a real fun, cool tool watch. Military homage. I just don't I don't know if I'd ever part ways with this watch. This is one of my favorites. So guys, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe. If you like to see videos of watches that you're not going to see every day, subscribe to the channel. Remember, comment down below and give me a thumbs up, please. But comment down below and let me know if there's anything that I may have missed about the brand, maybe some of your experiences, because like I said, I haven't dealt with Time Factors myself with like any type of warranty issues, and I'd love to hear your experiences if you've had any, and I'm sure other people would too. It'd just help them. And if you've made it this far, then hello, my name is Blake. I'm a watchaholic, and if you've made it this far, you're probably one too. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.